welcome back to my channel. So you are on Prerna's Universe, and this series is called Dumbest Coding Blog Ever. So yeah, it's been a while. I have recorded any video and been here on YouTube. Well, I'm really sorry because I was having my professional commitments along with my studies going on. So it was a pretty hectic schedule for me. Well, I'm back. And yeah, as soon as I got some time, I am recording this video. So I've got a bunch of concepts with me, and based on that, I was provided this worksheet and some questions that I'm going to solve in this video. And if I run into any errors, any problems, then bear with me because I'm going to solve those errors in this video itself. And yeah, let's get started. Let's have a fun ride with these questions because yeah. You know, I have come across this comprehension concept, and it's a bit tricky for me because yeah, you'll know. Okay, so the first question that I have, basically there are some three questions, and yeah, let's get started with the question. So they say that the first question says that extract the words that start with vowels from list input list. Okay. Okay, this is the list that we've given, and using the list comprehensions. Okay. I should be getting these words. Okay, so whatever words are basically starting from vowels, they want to see that in the input. Sorry, output. Okay, yeah. So the first task is let's address this question uh, bit by bit. So the first task comes up to be creating the list itself. So yeah, let's call this list one. And also, where these questions have been given, there are a bunch of test cases that are given. So they basically expect me to although these questions can be solved in a pretty straightforward for and if manner, but they require comprehensions. So the test cases have been designed in that manner. So we'll keep that in mind, and I'll first solve it in the for loop manner, and then bring it back to the comprehensions version. So yeah, let's do it like that, because for me also it will be a bit easier to address the comprehension thing because I find it really tricky. I don't know about you guys. Comment down that. And how do you find the comprehensions part? But yeah, for me, for now, I am really like getting the hand on it. I'm just still practicing. So yeah, the next list that we need for the comparison, because the comparison will be happening, and for that we need some vowel, basically list full of vowels, because the comparison would be happening between list one and that list. So yeah, let's name it as vowels, and equal to we have this. Now we need a for loop that is going to traverse through the first element. First of all, we are going to traverse through all the elements of the list. I keep trying to refer it as array, but it's not an array because we're in Python world, and in Python it's called a list. So yeah, uh, that's all aside. Like, okay, I'm going to traverse through the list first. So for I to word, because I'm going to it makes more sense. Yeah. Okay. So for every word, now I'm going to see if the comparison should be happening between the element that is present on the index one for every string in the list. So basically, I am only going to refer to the first letters of every word in the list. Print word and zero, and yeah, okay, cool. So that's working. Now my comparison would be something like word and zero dot okay, Let's call it as in vowels. So, vowels and print. Let's say because it's going to check if the first element of the word, uh, which can be any letter, uh, matches with the ones that are present in my vowels list. So that's what is happening in this statement. Uh, yeah. So let's just print as something like yes. Okay. And let's just that's done. And our picture and put one else statement and print as something as no. Yeah, no. And let's see what it says. No. Okay. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Cool. So basically, it's doing the comparison that we want. The list that has been provided currently has all the letters in its lowercase. Okay, fine. Like just solve the first part of the question. Why don't we do that? So we have if in this case we are going to print, we want the word, right, to be printed, and yeah, so we don't want, according to the output, it's not asking me to print the words that are not vowel, but that are not starting with vowel. So let's just remove the whole else statement. Yeah, perfect. So for this set of input, it's working. Okay, let's assume that we have a mix of inputs, right? So for example, if I have W, how about that? It's old. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. So did you see that? O, even though it's a vowel, it's not going to compare and give you the answer as correct. So, what I'm going to do is let's make it more versatile. The code, let's make it more versatile because it's not going to do A, E. That's my spacebar is still having issues, guys. So, please bear with me. You now, it's going to give a yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think it works for us, right? So also the output should be in the form of a list, guys. So we need to create a new list that has the result. Let's create a result list. Okay, and it will be empty list for now because I'm gonna put the output in that, you know. Okay, so let's just do right result, and to add elements into the list, we need append function. If you recall that from my last video, did I use that in my last video? I don't remember. Even if you don't, please go and check this concept. Pretty cool. Good, good for you to know if you are in the Python world. Yeah. So, what I am going to append is word. Oh, that's done. Because I'm not printing anything, it's not going to give me any output. So result, and voila. As you can see, my output is there, right? So even if I make it to the default version, it's gonna still give me an output, and yeah, it works in all conditions, guys. So you need to make sure that you are, passing all the test cases in that case, because they are going to be designed to see how far are you going to think uh, as far as the question is concerned, because there are numerous ways to solve a simple question, right? Also, it said that list comprehension has to be used. Now, let's get back to the list part. So, list says that I need to do, I'm a bit scared. This has to be done. Your fingers crossed. If what I have realized, I'm so sorry, this has been repeated. Levels for hope what's every
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
supposed. Oh, okay, expected else if after if expression. What is this? The syntax for that is to replace if cause at the end. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, let's try to do that. So syntax says, please, I'm really sorry, but I'm still getting a hold of the whole syntax part. As I learn more concepts, it keeps getting complicated. None. Not sure why this happened. Oh, well, that was just a hit and trial. I was just trying to append, whereas well, that worked. I'm surprised, like literally, and I'm feeling a bit victorious. Please don't judge, because that was just hit and trial, and it worked. So yeah, that's and I know why it worked because I was trying to append, whereas in this case, it's just getting added because that's what is happening, right? In this whole calculation is going to eventually add the result into the list, right? So yeah, appending doesn't make sense over here. So okay, that's out of the picture. Next question is, you are given an integer n. In the input, create a list comprehension containing the squares of the integer from 1 n uh, to the powers 2. Okay. For example, if the input is 4, the output should be a list as follows. Basically, first that we are going to do is create a statement that is going to take input from the user. Let's enter n. Things that are already in the question, try to do it, you know, just right away. Right. So, okay. Now, what I'm going to do is create a list. Let's call it list 2. About that. Let's see. Let's do it. uh, an empty list. We would need a range operation because you know it's just giving me one input, and based on that, as you see the output over here, it's taking 1 to 4, right? So 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, and 4 square, right? So it's in a sequence, and it's going to be giving me test cases based on that. So yeah, that's one thing. So let's do that. Mm, for I in range 0 n plus 1. Now why I'm entering n plus 1 is because, and also this will be 1. Reason being, in a range operation, the first argument that you are going to give will be included, whereas the second argument that you're going to be giving is going to be excluded. So, in case you want 4 to be included into the list, which we want, it should be n plus 1, right? So, I hope you understand that part. If you don't, well, go Google it, and please comment it down in the comment section as well for the other viewers, right? So yeah, now we would want a list. Wait, I want. Did I remove that list? Oh my god. Result two is equal to is an empty. How about I just hand the result into this? Do we need to create comprehension? Yes, we do need to create a comprehension for this one as well. So, okay, this would have I. Now, I would be multiplication with the I itself, right? 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, and 4 into 4, right? So, let's do that. I. Oh, no, no, no. It would be append I to, yeah, okay. So, and let's print result. And now I'm going to give for just to verify. Okay. Can only concatenate. Okay. Now, something that I just learned is that when you take a user input, um, what it does is that it takes it in a string format, so concatenations and other string operations would work right away. But in case you're taking an int or float or any other data type, you will have to change, like typecast it. So because this is supposed to be the int type of value, so we need to typecast it. So I'm going to be doing it here. Um, so let's do that. Ah, okay. Okay. I need to change it. Oh, well, it worked. That's good. Now I need to change it into, well, you know what, it is going to be into a comprehension format. So, uh, I'm not going to repeat the same mistake. So, I'm not going to use the bend operation again, and just taking this whole statement and putting it into this, and it should work. Let's verify. Yeah, it worked. Uh, how refreshing that I haven't like run into any major errors. It's really refreshing, guys. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'll save this question for the next video, and I'll bring out one more video because this is going to be too long if I keep on working on this. So yeah, I will be back again, and I'll bring another good question. Hopefully you like this video. If you did, please drop a like, share, and comment down, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos and to my channel. uh, yeah, please do that. And yeah, happy coding, and stay safe. Bye bye.